Before I get started, I was offered free money and by a place that I actually trust. Aspiration is offering until the end of the month to award anyone who signs up under the referral link $25. I ask that you give this fossil fuel free, no surcharge, people friendly, anti-corporation bank a chance. Sign up using the link in the description, tinyurl.com/crbanking. Join and get money, not pay money to join. When it was time to vote between Trump and Hillary, I chose Jill Stein. And I did it for a lot of more reasons, as you've listened to my other stuff. But for those that don't want to go that far back, I did it because it was my very first vote that I did myself for my reasons. I wanted to vote for the best person, regardless if I knew that person would win or not. I wanted to vote for the one that was pretty much in line with me, what I wanted, what I needed. That's what I advocate for anyone to do. So, in that, I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy with everyone calling her a vanity candidate. I was annoyed. But then I learned, basically, vanity candidate. You only pop your head up when it's an election time. You got to be out there all the time. You've got to make sure that everyone knows who you are, where you stand, your policies, and everything. People are looking to get saved. They're not looking to get crap. So, yes, was Jill Stein crap? No, not at all. But she doesn't put herself out there. So that's a bad look. Would that make me vote for her? No, wouldn't make me vote for her again. But she hasn't done any deal breakers. This comes to Benjamin Dixon. Now, I'm no Jill Stein apologist. You just pretty much heard me, bash her a little bit. I'm not, how can I say this? I don't want to defend Jill Stein, because that's not what this is. What this is I am calling out erroneous thinking. And when you have a major platform where you have thousands of people listening to you, you've got to do the best that you can to promote positive things. Don't lie. Don't BS the audience. Tell them the truth. There's always the truth and then how you feel. And people rather talk how they feel instead of just telling the truth. The truth is hard. But I'm going to let you listen to this because it's annoyed me by Benjamin Dixon. It's a tell-all of how social media and social media giants can fail everyone. So just listen to this clip. You'll understand. And if not, I'm going to explain it anyway. So just chill for a second and listen to this.
Now, to be fair, not that I have to be, because I'm not really a fan whatsoever of the Green Party, but this is really what Jill Stein ran on in 2016. Didn't get 1% of the votes, which is why I'm not a fan of them. They got to be able to do better than that. But I digress.
Now, I'm just throwing this out there. Not a fan of someone because they didn't get 1% of the vote. Not a fan because someone didn't do as well as they would have done if, when they were running, you promoted them. Someone that would have done better if instead you being anti-third party, you were democratic. You wanted democracy. Because democracy would promote something positive that's trying to do something positive for the people and not the wealthy and the corporations. While everyone wants to maximize profit, they want the Green Party, the progressives, they want to maximize socialism with a small bit of capitalism. They don't want 100% socialism because that's dumb. But you got an audience of 24,000 subscribers. Now, I'm not sure if that's how many you're getting on each view, but when you have 24,000 subscribers, that means, 28,000 subscribers. I was 4,000 off. But every one of those subscribers, every one of those viewers what they do is they'll tell their friends something that they heard that they like. They're going to talk about it. And if you don't talk about it and you don't promote it, then they have no need. People vote by those who lead. And if you're not leading all of those people in a positive direction and you're just going to, pigeonhole them in a two-party system just because you don't feel like somebody's worth it, just because they didn't get more than 1% of the vote, that's horrible. That's a horrible way to be. Now, I want everybody to understand this isn't a deal breaker for Benjamin Dixon. This is just his thing, his thinking, and I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, he's overall bad. That's just dumb on my part if I did that. That's not what this is. You have a platform, talk about things. Not just I want to get everyone up in arms about something or relay the news in a journalistic style, which basically give the facts and then, peace be out. That's it. Let everyone else make up their mind. People want to be told how to feel. They want to be told what to think. They want to be told everything. People want their hand held every step of the way. Because honestly, what do you know if no one tells you? What do you know if no one writes a book for you to read? And what person can you vote for if no one brings them up properly? I spoke about Jill Stein and I only had, 4 or 8 subscribers at the time. I still talked about her. Why? Because she's on the positive side. My aunt, when I was back in the day trying to be in a subsidiary of Amway, which was Quickstar, and I was trying to get my family to buy stuff from me instead of the grocery stores and whatnot, maybe I could get them stuff that'll last them a very long time, which actually would save them quite about $4 to $5 on average. And then I put very little change in my pocket because my understanding was if you sell cheap, people will actually buy it instead of selling expensive. So that was my goal, but I couldn't sell anything. Do you know why? Because when my aunt asked me how much money I was going to make off of it, and I said probably about, 15 to 20 some cents, she said, well, that's not much, so why would I do that? So she's not going to buy it from me because I'm not going to make any money. Well, not a lot. I'm not going to make a lot of money off of it. How is that rational? Now you've made it so I can't make any money off of it. And you're still going to go to stores and do what at the dinner tables? Complain about the stuff you buy and how much it cost. That is why people are annoyed at others voting against their own interests. You want a better society. You want to have lower taxes, lower bills, reverse the inflation, increase the wages. But you won't vote for anybody that's trying to do it. And then you got people like Benjamin Dixon that will not cater to vote, in terms of vocalize these people into your ears. So you have the option of at least not voting for them. It's one thing to not vote for someone because of, your own reason. It's another to never even know about it. Just like that college that gave Sidra and I that they wanted to take a poll. And I asked about Jill Stein. Well, they didn't want us to mention her. She's on it, but they didn't want her to mention it. Sabotaging, voter suppression. That's what that is. And that's what Benjamin Dixon is doing. And that's not right. And I'm not sitting here looking for some apology from Benjamin. Not at all. But I would like for all of you to just listen and understand why it's important that in a democracy, we make sure everyone has the best information, know who all the candidates are as possible. Or as on the surface as one would want to be, which is me. I do things on the surface. I don't want to go deep because if I go deep, I'll drown. I don't want to be a part of what's messing things up. I want to be a solution. That's my goal. Bernie Sanders wants to do a lot of great things. Great. Elizabeth Warren wants to do a lot of great things, and she's got a lot of ugly baggage as well. That's the issue. But to sit here and not vote for somebody or bring them up just because they didn't do well, and then at the very end troll it by saying you've got to do better than that. How are you going to do better if you don't say anything? I said this earlier, yeah. But keep it in mind. How can someone do better if somebody don't tell them how? How do you do better? Some people just don't have the information. Some people just don't in that environment. Some people don't even have the chance because there's people browbeating them down so they don't learn anything. I know because I've watched two brothers do it to each other. So when I say brothers, I mean blood brothers. I ain't talking about black people. I mean, they were black, but blood brothers. And so what Benjamin Dixon did, he sabotaged positivity. And we need to stop doing that as a nation and as a people in general. And that's what I'm hoping that anyone can take from this. You find out something positive, don't simply say because it's not as great as this or as great as that I'm not going to mention it. Mention it anyway. Do the right thing. It's not hard to do. And you know what you get to do? You get to say two things. Hey, I got it out there. And the other is, I did good for my own conscience. I'm clear. That's at least something, right? I'm not going to browbeat this any further. It's almost 12 minutes. Well, it's going roughly past that. So I'm just going to get out. But please leave your comments below on what you think about this. And this isn't a deal breaker. I'm going to keep listening to Benjamin Dixon. And it's not for ammo. Because Benjamin Dixon, he's got a lot of good information. You ought to check out his channel. I'll promote his channel, although he won't even acknowledge anyone else at all, period. And might I add one hypocritical thing that he did? By saying that, it made me think, and I just reminded myself just now, about the girl from a tweet that he read where she said, how am I going to get with somebody, or how important are you? You don't have more than $500,000 in your bank account. And he's trying to, basically he was kind of browbeating that. It's like, just because somebody's got a lot of money in their account or no money account doesn't say anything about the person. He was trying to say that. And I'm just saying this. Learn from your own words, man. Learn from your own words. Take that medicine, do it well, heal up, and do better. Because it ain't Jill Stein and the Green Party who has to do better this time. It's you. Always do better. That's my goal. Try to be a little better every single day. This is Cedric Kennedy for Comparative Reasoning. Thank you for listening.